Sunday, September 22nd, we are having a health and wellness expo. Everyone is welcome, so come and join us. Let me tell you what's happening. First of all, it's happening in Rahway, New Jersey, inspired by my sonny boy, Jamal Gaines. Traumedy No More for Kids is what has inspired this health and wellness expo. Now, first of all, there's gonna be oodles and oodles and oodles of vendors. I'm so excited for the vendors, so you definitely wanna see that. We're also gonna have speakers coming out. We're gonna have a panel discussion, and on this panel discussion, we're gonna talk about how to manage stress, anxiety, depression, and trauma, not only for adults, but children. This event is geared towards children. So there's gonna be a cool bouncy house outside if you wanna have your children come for that. There's going to be a gaming truck. I don't know much about that, but I hear kids like it. Now, there's so many highlights about this event, but it's not just for Rahway students and children. It's for all the children. Ages 7 to 12, 7 to 18, doesn't matter because there's gonna be so many things. There's going to be breakout rooms, specialty breakout rooms to teach the children how to overcome anxiety, how to overcome stress. I'm so excited about this. Now, it's very important that you sign your child up for these breakout rooms. Sign them up for the event because it is limited space. We're gonna have an award ceremony, a scholarship ceremony at the end. So make sure you sign up. Make sure you join us. It's September 22nd. I know school is still in session. It's okay, it's okay. We gotta start early with the promotions. So sign up, join us, and go to Traumedy No More for Kids for more information. Bye. Day to you and also you. I am Star Teen. Am I looking a little different? This is the nighttime look. You know, normally when you see me, I come in here at 7 a.m. in the morning, but we have some specialties for this week and next week because we are 7, 8, 9, about 8 or 9 days away from the big day, the event, Traumedy No More for Kids. This is a health and wellness expo that I've been working on with my team, my tribe, and today I'm so excited. We get to meet one of the vendors. Now, low key, I'm really loving the vendors. Like, that's one of the main reasons why I love doing events, going to events, because I get to shop, right? I get to get some earrings, maybe some hats, maybe some jewelry, I don't know. But the thing I love about this event and everyone that's coming around us is it's deeper than just selling stuff. It's deeper than just being there and, it's the heart. And this particular person was referred to me by another person, Breakfast with Champions, my favorite morning show. I met this beautiful queen. Her name is Dr. Bridget Turner, and she referred a few people. And then I saw this girl's picture. And a picture can tell you 1,000 words, right? And I'm not gonna talk too much, but I just want to let you know the purpose of this event is to empower children. Let's talk about that word, empower, right? When I think of the word empower, I think resilience, I think strong, I think I can do anything, like watch out world, right? That is what I think about when I think of the word empower. And a lot of children don't know how to deal with little tiny things, right? Like losing their book bag, like whatever. But I always say there's no levels of trauma, of tragedy. By the way, Traumedy No More for Kids is the name of the event. Traumedy No More for Kids is the name of the book that's coming out shortly. And a traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. You hear me say this? I must say this at least a dozen times a day, okay? A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. This is horrible. It happens to everybody. Some people don't like to face it. They just like, I don't have any troubles. I'm fine. They're just covering it up, right? But unfortunately, children get overlooked. They get, people don't think about, they're just kids. They'll be fine, right? And I got to thinking about, kids age 5, 7, 6, how much trauma has a child gone through? If you think about it, okay, first of all, COVID, everybody went through it with COVID, right? And then if you have a child and they went from school to school, like they started different schools, maybe they were homeschooled, maybe I don't like the word bullied. I hate that word bullied, right? I know it does exist, but maybe they got made fun of or picked on or something like that. These are all little traumas or tragedies that can happen to them, and they don't know how to deal with it, right? They may go into their phone. And I realized this program, and what it is pretty much, I'm a life and health coach. I'm that person that's going to take you from good to great to amazing. And I've always been that go-getter, that pusher when it comes to children, because I have two beautiful children, and their whole life, that's what I did, right? So I'm thinking back now, and all the things that I know now, if I would have implemented those things when I was a young single mom, I can I can't even imagine how much better my children would be, because I'm so proud of them. But anyway, back to the point, Tina. The purpose of this program is, one, to teach children how to tap into those uncomfortable feelings like anxiety, stress, depression. It can get anxious about, oh my gosh, it's time to get back to school. My hair is not done. I don't have a book bag. I can't remember my locker combination, right? It starts off with anxious and stuff like that. And then it rolls over to being stressed. They're stressed. What if I don't get the good grades? What if I don't do this? My parents, like all sorts of stress. And then it may roll over to depression. And yesterday I went over a lot of statistics when it comes to children between the ages of 3 and 17 being diagnosed with depression, with anxiety. And then I even talked about the suicide rate in children. It's the leading cause of death, the suicide. That's ridiculous, right? And this program is going to just catapult and change the world. So pretty much in my book, in my program, it teaches children how to tap into their feelings, and then we give them resources, tools, skills, strategies, things they can do to push through those uncomfortable feelings, like journaling, maybe making bracelets. So at this event, excuse me, I'm gonna need some water, guys, because I'm just like, don't worry about it. When my guest comes, I'm gonna go get some water. But anyway, we have 21 enrichment activities. And these activities will give the children different ideas, different things they can do when they're feeling anxious, stressed, or depressed. Not only that, we have DJ, we have games, we have speakers, and then today what we're talking about, right? Vendors. So I'm gonna pull up this beautiful vendor right here as I bring her up. Booyah! It's a one-man show today. Hey girl, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm doing it. I'm feeling well. Give
Yeah.
thanks.
First
Give
of
thanks.
all, I love your hair. I love your
Oh,
locks.
oh,
I love my
thank you.
I tell people all the time, there's like a jukebox going on in my head. And right now I hear, I love my life. I love my life. All righty. So I want you to tell us all about yourself, what you do, your vending stuff. I'm going to get some water while you chat, and I'll be back. Go, girl.
Okay, go. So, hey, people, family, friends, colleagues, thank you for joining us. So, I am super excited to be here to introduce myself to you and the world. My name is Nilajah Renee. I serve in the world as a leadership developer and coach. So, my background, though, is early childhood education. So, I am right on par with Star Tina and her work. So, early childhood education. So, I'm going to add infants to age 8 to her age group, right? Because it starts early. It can start in utero, really, that traumedy. So I'm fitting right in here. So let's see about me. So I serve in the world as a leadership developer and coach, 39 years as an early childhood educator. And I have New Jersey roots with a global perspective. I've worked with children from birth through age 19 throughout the years. I am a parent, a teacher, and a school leader of young children. I have 3 beautiful children of my own. They're all adults now. And I have a beautiful grandson. He's 8 years old. And I like to gauge my time in this work by my oldest daughter's age, which is 39. And yeah, 39 years at this parent, teacher, school leader game. So when I was a teacher in the classroom, and I'll tell you how my company got started, Empowering Humanity. When I was a teacher in the classroom working with the young children, I was smitten with teachers, how we do what we do and how can we be powerful and great at it, right? And so during the day, I would work with the children, but in the evenings, I started hosting workshops for the adults. let's get together. Let's talk about this work we do and how can we be powerful and great at it. Go deep with it, understand it so that we meet children right where they need us to meet them, right? And so it grew and grew and grew. And I did that all the way up until 2015 when I founded my agency, because what I found that was that teachers were at a deficit themselves in terms of leadership and taking the lead in their roles, as well as parents and as well as school leaders in terms of really stepping into their roles. So I wanted to empower them to take the lead in their roles, which is what I naturally had started doing. I had grown into a leader. That's a whole other story about leadership in my personal life. So as a young child, I was always taught that I don't lead, that everyone else outside of me led me. And I had to be a kept sort of being, starting with my parents. That may sound harsh, but we are born and our parents take the lead, right? So, how do we mesh that as a developing human being? How do we mesh that with what our parents are leading us with, um, and grow into our own leadership? So, I had this burning desire to that everybody leads, from the youngest infant to the oldest adult. So my work began to evolve into um, leadership development and empowerment. So while I was on my personal journey and still working as a professional in the field of early childhood education, I began to mesh the two together. And I began to really want teachers to be leaders in their roles, parents to be leaders in their roles, school leaders to be leaders in their roles, and provide the highest quality of leadership for generations to come. So my work is about, I provide leadership development and coaching to my clientele, which is parents, teachers, school leaders of young children, and the masses, because really it's for everyone, right? Leadership is for everyone. Why is it for everyone? Because sperm met egg. That was the calling on your life to lead. Sperm met egg. So I want everyone to understand that leadership is a birthright and a responsibility, right? But the challenge is, how do we lead? How we lead. We don't come out of the womb truly knowing. We have the spirit to lead and to be within our being. However, it gets compromised by the outside world, right? And so we have to make our way into that leadership, right, in our lives. So about 2015, I decided that I would go independent with my work because I had by then had lots of experience and lots of research behind me, education, knowledge base about leadership, what it is, and the who, what, when, where, why, and how of leadership. And how can I work with the adults that work with the children so that they become models of leadership, right? So that the children then grow as leaders in their own right, right? So my idea of leadership is different from, when you think leadership, you think people in high positions, presidents, I don't know, mayors, council people. Yes, they are leaders. However, that does not take away our individual leadership. So I founded my program and I studied life coaching, and my methodology was core energy leadership. And so I married the two. So I married that with my early childhood education background. And I launched Empowering Humanity because I found that it was bigger than parents, teachers, and school leaders. It was really about, because education is really a human service, right? That we do. It's a human service that we do to teach and learn with each other, to do this thing called life, right? And so I couldn't just pigeonhole it to parents, teachers, and school leaders of young children, because it's really about humanity. So I named my company Empowering Humanity, and leadership development and coaching. It's a leadership and legacy company. So the goal is that we develop as the leaders we know ourselves to be. Working with me, I help you to discover your leadership abilities.
I love it. I
The
love it.
core
I love
energy
it.
methodology that helps make shift happen for you and for those you lead.
Girl, I'm getting like so excited over here. I'm like,
Get
woo!
excited, get very excited, because
Yes. Can you tell us
it's
what
not
you're going to be
selfish,
doing at the
it's
event?
necessary.
Yes, definitely necessary. Can you tell us what you're going to be doing at the event? What you have?
Yes. So I have a line of products that began during COVID, actually, when we couldn't go outside. I had to figure out what I was going to do with my time in the home, right? So I always wanted to. I'm crafty, and so I always wanted to fool around. I had an uncle who made jewelry, and I was very attracted to it. And so one day, I said, one day I'm going to make jewelry like that, right? Because he made some amazing pieces. And he worked out of New York City, and so his pieces were high end, and he was really doing great things. And so I ordered some materials, got on Amazon, ordered some stuff, and it came, and I started making jewelry. This was in 2019 when we first shut down, and I got into it. And I started making the jewelry, and it was unique and special. And then,
So, quick question, because you told me it's brass. What are the materials that you use?
yes, so I use brass and copper base metals and sterling silver.
And can you tell us if is there any significance with the body with these types of metals?
Yes, so the brass, copper, and sterling silver are live wires, and we are electric beings, right? And so they work very close with the nervous system um, and the nervous system and the I'm drawing a blank. They work with the nervous system
The
and
body.
the body in general. Yes. So in other words, the rings that you wear on your hand, if you are experiencing swelling, and I am not a health coach, but this is just relative to using the energy within us in conjunction with and alignment with the energy that God has given us, right? In the earth, air, fire, water, and earth. And right. So my collection grew. I love the copper and the brass. I chose it because it's live wire and it works with the immune system. The immune system, that's what I was looking for. The nervous system.
You see how it just came out of your mouth automatically when you weren't
Yeah,
thinking?
because it's in there. And it's knowledge that I know, but sometimes, when you're at that age, I don't know.
I know, girl. Trust me, I know.
Right. So those are my wires of choice, and that's why I use them. And I also use a symbol, the spiral, in my work. So I don't know if you can see it, but I have on some earrings. Trying to move my hair. Which way I move my hair? Okay, so I have on a pair of earrings. The spiral design you'll find in my earrings. Or in my jewelry, because the spiral is the oldest spiritual symbol known to humanity, and it represents life force energy. Right. And so when I realized that, I was drawn to spirals, and my work as a leadership developer and coach was in core energy methodology.
I love
I
it.
named my collection the Energy Collection. And so through the metals and the spiral designs, I started creating. And then and I'll talk about some of my pieces in a moment, but I just want to say that then the world opened up. About how long were we in the house? A year or two?
Yeah,
A
yeah,
year,
at least a year, at least.
right? At
And
least a year,
some people still are in the house, girl.
right? They're not outside. I'm outside every day, every day, because that energizes us as well. Get outside, everybody. It's healthy. It's necessary, right? Okay, so I wanted to say, by the time we were able to go outside, I had a whole collection done. I had rings and earrings and necklaces, and I was really into it, right? And so I don't even remember how I started selling it. I think it may have been to some family members first, maybe. And then all of a sudden I learned about this thing called vending. And I started vending.
She said this thing called vending.
This thing called vending. Like, what is that? I can go out and set up a table and talk about and meet people and vibe, right? Because my collection is about helping humanity vibrate higher daily, right? And so
Pause. Stop. You said that too fast, girlfriend. You got to say that again, a little bit slower. Vibration, energy. Say that, girl. Say it again.
so my collection is designed to help humanity vibrate higher daily, because we are energy. We are electromagnetic beings. We are energy. So hence the
All I can
energy.
say is I want, what time you get in there on Sunday? Because I want to be the first one to go shopping. So
Early.
I personally wear 7 bracelets every day. During COVID, I used to only wear just one and it broke. And I went to Michael's to get to fix it. They had a sale and I bought all this stuff. And then I started making bracelets, but I wear 7, because God took 7 days to create the earth. And then
Okay.
my rings mean a lot to me too. I got this one in Tulum. Some lady on the beach was selling it. She told me the metals. I don't quite remember, but it sounded good, right?
Hmm.
And then
That
this
looks
one,
maybe like a gold plated pewter
she
almost.
didn't say gold. She didn't. I know she didn't say gold. I'm 100. I don't know. And then
Gold
this one's
plated
got.
would just be the color that covers the pewter,
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't gold. It was actually,
not
it's
gold, the
probably
metal,
dirty.
but
It's
just the
probably
color.
dirty, girl. But and this is my chakra one. And this one I got in London. It's just like, it's a stone. And I had a cute one on my thumb, but I lost it. So if you got a thumb, I need a thumb ring. And this hand is completely empty. And I would love like one of those arm things to show off my triceps and my back.
You see the thumb ring?
I do. I do.
Okay.
So if
So
you're
my
just
hand
tuning
jewelry.
in, we are talking about the event that's happening next Sunday. This is one of our vendors. I'm so excited. Mountaintop moment for you, Mama. It's you're standing on top of the mountain and you have an opportunity. You have 1 minute to share something with the world, how you can change the world or make it a better place. Go.
Okay. Change starts with powerful conversation comes transformation. With powerful conversation comes transformation. My work, when you work with me, we have powerful conversations that lead to transformation. And we work with the 7 energy levels in your body to help make shift happen. So that's what I would say. Yeah, that's my phrase. Through powerful conversations comes transformation.
That's powerful, girl. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to do a wrap up of all the
Let's
mountaintops.
talk.
What you said was good. And yesterday, this man, he's one of our speakers, his name is Bookham. He said, time is love.
Mm,
That's deep,
mm.
right? When you're
Yes,
spending time
yes,
with someone, you're showing your love. That was
yes,
phenomenal.
yes.
Girl, I got a question. I got to ask for you, okay? This is my ask to you. I want you to start promoting. What town do you live in?
Newark,
Oh, yeah. I went to high school in Newark.
Newark,
I
New
went to Arts High
Jersey.
School. What
New
school did you
Jersey
go to?
roots, global perspective. Yes.
Yay. Yes, I went to Arts High School for music, but this is what I need you to do because I remember when I lived in Newark, a lot of people never ever got out of Newark, right? They never got out of the country. And I remember I thought Rahway was so far, right? One of my uncles was actually in Rahway prison and we never went to see him because we're like, it is so far. It's only like 20, 30 minutes, right? It's like you
Right.
don't know what you don't know. And I want the children to see something different, right? My boys' nonprofit, one of the things I did is I wanted them to see something different. So we used to take them whitewater rafting and camping, overnight camping. Like some of them were kind of scared, but we did it, right? So I want you to share this with your churches, with your friends, with your family, because it's a free event, like I said, right? And children, they go through a lot. Can you commit to inviting people and having at least 10 kids come?
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. My village is huge. My village is huge, and a couple of my village members know you, and so they
Really?
learned about the event. They're super excited. One of my village members is actually my oldest daughter. Says she knows you.
What's her
So
name?
Mecca,
Mecca. Mecca.
Mecca Mohammed Stevens. She's an
Ah,
event planner.
yes, yes, she's in my phone. I actually texted
Mahassan
her.
Moments.
What
Yes,
is it?
Mahassan Moments is the
She's
name of her company.
girl. I got so many things going on. My brain is like this right about now.
Yes,
Just like
yes, yes. She's also an educator, and I have a whole community of educators that I will
yes,
definitely share and reach out to. And this
yes,
is that time of year. It's back to school time, right? It's an exciting, exciting time of the year for us adults to do it differently and to do it better.
yes. To reset, right? I think of
Yeah.
September kind of like December, time to reset. We have 4 more months left in the year. It's time to relook at reevaluate those goals. Maybe you have to take a pivot in some of the things you're doing. And like I told you, this event was birthed from a program. Actually, all I wanted to do was speak to the kids. That was my vision when I first started. I just want to speak to the kids, because I'm a speaker. And then one school told another school and they wanted me to. And then I'm like, okay, they need this. And then I
Yes.
kept going back. And I'm like, I'm going to make this a program. And then I'm like, I'm going to make it a book. And then I'm going to make it an event, right? So God is just pouring into me to give back. So if you know any programs, activities, schools in Newark, especially in Newark, right? Because that's my old hood. Shout out to Weekway. Anyway, that are looking to be empowered, right? I'm looking for coaches. I have some coaches, but I can't be everywhere, right? I'm currently
I'm
living.
in. I'm
You're,
in. Start
watch
with
out,
me.
girl.
I'm in.
Watch out, girlfriend, because it's time for us to change the world, right?
Because
We
yes,
have to watch
I
out.
have coached college students and teenagers through the years. So I'm in. I'm
Yes,
in.
and I love everything you're saying. The seven energy levels, the transformation conversations, right? I
Yes.
cannot, girl. Okay, I know we're supposed to get off of this, but are you single or are you married?
Ooh. So let me see. They say if you're paying your own bills, you're single. So I'm gonna go with single.
I love that. I love that.
I'm hopeful. Um, yeah, the universe and I are aligning. I am hopeful.
She says hopeful.
Yes.
So when I think of hope, I think of help one person every day when I think of the word hope. But the reason why I ask you about the single thing, because for some reason I kind of lost, I got a brain freeze, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. The reason, why started thinking about that is I was on this app, this dating app, Bumble. I was on it, off it, on it, off it, on it, off it. And then it's just like the conversations, right? I'm like, the first time I was on it, I think I was doing diarrhea, right? Like, and then I was like, I
Oh
got
my.
off it. Then I got back on again, and I didn't diarrhea too much. I just kind of, but the conversation was like, I go, what? So this last time, I was like, okay, let me try one more time. So the conversation was just horrible. And this person says to me, can we FaceTime? I looked at the phone. I'm just like, first of all, he hasn't said anything full of anything. I said, well, can you tell me something? Can you give me
They
three reasons why I should talk to you? Okay, I didn't say that. I wanted to say that. But I was like, can you tell me three things about you? And then he deleted me. I'm like, really? What?
He didn't come to play the real game of relationships.
Right? It's the conversation. So when you say conversations lead to transformation,
Yes.
having those
Yes.
uncomfortable conversations,
Mhm,
like this is one of my
mhm.
questions. Are you ready? When I'm talking to someone, do you go to therapy? Have you been to therapy? What are your triggers? What are your traumas?
Right, right, absolutely. And these are fair questions because we're all impacted by the world, right? By outside influences. We're all impacted and we need to be fair to each other and let each other know,
Yes.
right?
And not only that, but I mean, I'm sure you know this already. It's just not our traumas and tragedies, it's
That's right.
seven generations
That's
behind
right.
us,
That's
right?
right. That's
So,
right.
girl, I can't wait to
There's work
hug
to
your
be
neck.
done. There's
I,
work to be done and I'm here for it. I'm
yes,
here for it. Everybody leads.
yes.
Everybody leads. It's
God is
important.
amazing, God. We have a verse of the day. Every week, I have a verse. This is my second week doing it. It's Philippians 4:19. And, oh, Lord Jesus, I don't have it memorized yet. I should have it memorized.
That's all right. You know where to go to find it though.
Yeah, and see, this computer is just like, try again. And, oh Lord, I'm doing bad. May God supply all your needs and glories in Jesus' name. It's something like that.
Give thanks. Give thanks.
Yeah, but anyway,
All praises
thank you
due.
so much for rolling through tonight. Thank you so
You're
much for
welcome
taking
for
the time.
inviting me.
Yes, I'm excited to see you to the event. I got to figure out how to end this thing now. You see, I'm playing makeshift. Renee, my girl who usually works my back end, she's a grandmother. Her son had a baby a couple days ago, so she's seeing the baby and that whole thing. So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's you and I. But thank you so much, Mama.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And I'll see you at the event.
See you at the event. Bye.
Bye, families out there. Thank you for tuning in.
Alrighty, I thought I got you out, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I'll end it here. Let's see if this thing will end.